Aloha guys, welcome to the show. Guess what? What makes us happy? Let's forget about the concept of, shall we say, becoming wealthy, which can be an option, but what is not an option is what is a need is to be happy. To be happy is to sing, to go into an empty parking lot and sing an opera. Yeah, I'll include a link below on an opera you can sing. It's a fun one from the Carmen. To dance. I'm learning how to be a DJ. I'm going to help people to experience their own dancing joy. And to basically also at least make an effort at being wealthy. And the way to do that is to be prudent in one's spending. For example, should you uh, are you ready to raise children? Can you afford it? Are you investing in good organizations? Like there's this cool organization called the World Organization, the World Passport Organization that promotes certain things, um, or the Red Cross. What about your diet? Did you know that a non-vegetarian consumes about uh, based off of the uh, the the necessary resources to produce their diet is like 1,000 gallons of water and 45 uh, pounds of grain, and obviously it's much less if you're a vegetarian. But alongside with that, you've also got concepts such as discerning truth. That's another part of being truly happy, and eliminating judgment, but not constructive and defensive judgment. But even when a person seems to be talking slang or swearing, try to feel what they're saying, and perhaps there is a problem and solution to be had. And when people feel listened to, then that is just a tremendous emotion, and it's very nice for anyone to experience. For example, if you're in a situation where somebody is wanting to attack another person, for instance, one thing I would recommend doing, if it seems suitable, is offering some money or prompting others to offer that person money. Try to distract them. Use diplomacy. Ask them what's missing. There's a reason that you're trying to attack this person. You seem like a sane and rational individual, and what is going on here. And so the answer to that question would be, um, what is going on here? What is going on is, let's offer to listen to that person, and involve a crowd. Often there's a crowd around. Another thing, a willingness to live anywhere, let go of various possessions, and not need to have, for example, an elaborate wedding, or the the good, what do you call them, the assurances of other family members, in order to know that this particular spouse is the one for you. I've taught you strategies in how to properly be selective about you being about your mate. Okay, so another thought: how about delegating jobs where they're needed throughout the world? What does this mean? Well, this is in a resource-based economy in which, let's say a machine breaks down that is picking lettuce, then we need a bunch of people to pick lettuce for a month or so. Maybe a bridge needs to be built, or maybe there needs to be more massage therapists. We're going into a different world, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening right now. I'm speaking about it. Another thought, you know, the concept of a hospital providing drugs to neutralize pain and let the patient rest, versus in potentially a hyperbolic chamber, versus putting them in a cast and encouraging them to walk and rehabilitate with a cast, these are two alternatives to medicine to consider. Okay, here's another exciting quote for you. It's called "My Most Important Creation," and I think that will be me, and therefore the creation of my wife, somebody who's similar with dreams. And you know, the more I'm pursuing and doing my thing, the more precise and selective I am with whom I want to marry. And I let this inspire me when I'm working, of course. I even have a little trinket or a wedding ring or a doll, etc., to remind myself of this concept of really being married, so that I feel that the work I do isn't for anyone else except for her. And and you know what I do is, you know, I I use online dating and Facebook to, you know, learn a lot about somebody and notice whether they're for me or not. Alright, what else? Imagine balancing the left and right brain hemispheres out and encouraging a different type of thought. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, I think we're all related, but the question is, it's not if, it's just how. So you have to answer that how when you're in a social situation. It seems like a balance of making money and making the world a better place is necessary. Because, like, for instance, how are we to tell if it's a better idea to, say you're a carpenter and you build furniture, whether or not you should, you know, just have people sit on cement slabs, for example, like thinking what would be the best for the environment. You know, there has to be a balance. You know, supply and demand, and then, you know, the will of the market. So gradually, you know, we progress, and it doesn't have to happen all in one day. Everyone doesn't have to change their belief systems in one day. Whew. Um, what else? What else? Um, you know, we're either a victim or we're responsible. You know, any negative situation can be taken responsibility for. What else? Remember, wealthy people also deal with um, legal issues, adding value to via marketing, etc., and dealing with, you know, employment and so on. So these are things you might want to think about if you're thinking of being wealthy and starting your own business. What else? A big thing is long-term perspectives. Saving up for retirement, you know, planning out your life. When you plan your day, are you also planning for the long term? Okay, what else? You know, maybe no more health. Anything else for you today? I think that I've thought of the concept of getting married and having children to be a remarkable thing, which is like a big deal. But I'm sort of trying to normalize it in my life. You know, I think everyone has a chance to, and they just need to prepare financially and spiritually for this. So, some thoughts for you today. Thanks for being here with me. Aloha.